Yes, Sirski. Hold on. Where my record button at?
That's just coming up this way, Will.
That I was putting the guy that Nina revealed earlier.
Oh,
Oh, shit, I'm tired. Jessica shit. She went to sleep at fucking 8 o'clock. As soon as she ate, smoked the shit. She went to sleep.
And we back with another episode of Carolina Wade Podcast, man.
yes, sir.
What up? What up?
What's happening?
Not a lot. What y'all been into?
Not much.
Work.
Glad this work week over with.
You right?
Glad we're in the best month of the year.
What's that? Oh.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Oh, what you got?
Yes, sir, Ski.
You got about 19 days, Richard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Richard said you got about 19 days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
On jumping.
What's that? Your big 4-0?
Well, hey, no.
What? 4-1-3-9? What? You somewhere close up in there?
Yeah, nah, the big Trey Poe.
Oh, okay. So you only 1 year behind me, or 1 year in front of me.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought you was up there. I thought you was lying about your age.
Nah, yeah, nah. Yeah, no, boy.
My mama called today. She was talking about the Kansas State and TCU game.
They put an upset day.
What's the rankings with that shit?
What you mean?
Like I mean, people don't hear about TCU, but they good.
Yeah. They in the Big 12 division. Yeah. And go by like the strength of your schedule pretty well much. And they beat some teams. They got them where they need to be.
Yeah. So they got beat today.
Yeah, that knocked them right out of the playoff.
Damn.
By losing one game, they were 7-1.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Hey, just imagine if football was like basketball and they had to play 7 games.
Because they was ranked like that'd be too much in football.
Why, Reggie? Because they was packed up, or why did they get the playoff?
It's because they lost.
What happened in the game though?
When you lose to a team that's ranked lower than you or a non-ranked team, and you take a loss, that's gonna knock you down.
What happened if you lose
Shit,
the one
that was
that's
number
up?
3.
Yeah, it knocked them from the number 3 spot.
Damn.
So what happened if they would have lost, or if they would have lost to a team that was higher than them?
Then it would have probably still knocked them out of the rankings because they lost.
But they would have still been in the playoffs.
I don't know. I think so. I think if they would have won this game, if they would have lost the game early in the season and they would have won this game, that would have probably put them in. It depends on how the other teams around them doing.
So what's up with your boy Deion? What he gonna do?
Yes, that's
Good dude.
What's up with Deion
man.
Sanders?
I like what he did with the HBCU.
He need to stay there.
Can you hear me?
It's going in and out.
He's leaving. I heard he leaving.
Yeah, he's supposed to be leaving.
Colorado State or something.
Something like that. I'm not too sure. I know he had he was somebody else is interested in him, and like that. I like what he did with HBC, but the sky's the limit in the coaching field. So if you got opportunity to go to a bigger place, making more money, then go ahead and take that shot.
You think you're doing it for the money?
At some point, you are doing it for the money.
What his son's gonna do?
But that's Deion Sanders.
His sons, they should be leaving soon, but they probably follow him too.
What that look like though? Like the perspective outside looking in though, like when you build up an HBCU and then you leave. I mean, is that gonna make him look bad?
To some people, yeah. To some people, yeah, because they're gonna feel like that he's turned his back on the African American community. But I mean, he's looking out for himself, really.
What would you have done?
Yeah, but
And that's what matters at the end of the day.
what you did?
I would probably took that other job too.
But what happened?
What?
With,
Well,
what
he only been there for what, going on what, 2 years maybe?
Nah, it's been about three, I think, 2 or 3.
But what would
So
what did he, like? How does that work? Like I said, I'm clueless with the college shit. They went undefeated, right?
I think they did go undefeated.
So do they get like to go to the tournaments and shit like that?
Not the big tournaments now.
Hmm.
Like I said,
whatever they
it's the strength of your schedule. So they'll
they
play
play.
everybody in the SWAC. Like they're the conference champions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They play everybody in their division.
Yeah.
So they still playing?
Nah, they'll probably play in another bowl game. But as far as making it to the national championship, they ain't gonna make it that far.
What they gonna play in the Jambalaya Bowl?
I don't know what kind of ball they gonna play.
So, I mean, they like I don't know.
But I mean, do I think that they can compete with these big D1 schools? Yeah, I think they can.
I
What's
tell
the
you one thing, that basketball team ain't no good.
Nah, it ain't. It's really not too many colleges that has a really good basketball team and a really good football team.
except for the main ones we know?
But some of those don't even have it.
I'm saying as far as basketball teams,
Yeah, yeah.
cause like Duke and Carolina, you don't really hear nothing about them during football season.
Well, Carolina, yeah. Now that they started actually,
Recruiting people.
yeah, recruiting and like I said, the stress is pretty. It's getting to where it need to be, I guess you can say. But they actually playing they shit right now.
Who they playing?
Clemson.
Mm.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't keep up with college either.
Well, college is where it's at.
I just can't get
Too many
into it.
teams.
College is where it's at.
I guess you just got to
Shoot.
know conferences first. Like for the ordinary person, how would you get into college? What's the first thing you need to know? Conferences.
What you mean? The first thing you need to know,
Like if
you just need
okay,
to.
like with me and Wilkes, we ain't really into college football.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to like next year get into college football, like what's the first thing we need to do or learn as far as like what goes
Shit.
into?
Watch a game and then figure out which team you like better. See, I base it off the coaches. Excuse me, because I like Abel Sweeney, and I like what he's done with the Clemson organization. So therefore, in college football, I like Clemson.
But we know, just like the situation we was just talking about, coaches change.
Coaches do change.
So how can you go
But
in? How can you be a fan of a team if your coach leave? Like, would we need to learn like conferences and who and what schedule and stuff first before we pick a
uh,
team, or
when
like?
you basically like naturally, with us being to where we are, it's not like it's out everywhere, but with us being like we are in an AC conference being in North Carolina because North Carolina's an ACC, Duke's an ACC. Uh,
Atlantic Coastal
yeah,
Conference.
yeah. So I mean that's us. So you're probably more likely watch a team that's going to be on TV a lot more than normal, which is going to be your ACC teams because we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just be like, okay, it's Saturday, let me watch a college football game, and you turn Fox or something like that,
I don't
then
know. ESPN, they have a lot of different college
yeah,
teams.
ESPN do too. But you just like
I get what you're
without
saying.
no,
Basically,
yeah,
you gonna see more relevant, closer teams than you would
hmm
teams from like Louisiana or whatever, unless you got like a sports package.
yeah, unless you catch it on like ABC or something like that. But just to back to what you were saying, like you just have to.
So do this.
I mean, there's just so many different ways.
Take out your area. You know, like if I wanted to be like a Texas fan or something like that, or a Colorado fan or something like that. Like taking all of your local teams out of the picture. How would you become a fan of a college football team, regardless of the location?
Uh, of how they you you can like the university. Because some people say that you're not a true fan unless you like all of their sports team. But to me, that's not true. But you could like something, like you could like how they run their organization. You're going to have to hear about this team some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Or know somebody that is
Or
planning
know
on
somebody
there.
that went there. Yeah, something like that. You're going to have to know it. And then, like, you're going to say, okay, well, let me watch them. Then you watch them and you like, okay, I like the way they did this. I like the colors of the team. I like the car. Like, you just going to like something about it. And that's what's going to pull you to that team. Like, one of your favorite football players may have played at that team. Like, may have played at that college. And you're going to say, okay, well, they produced, let's say, uh, who you like, Wilkes? OBJ? Okay, well,
Yeah.
OBJ went to
LSU.
this college. OBJ went to LSU. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch some LSU. Oh, I like the way they play. I like they doing things. They can produce a lot of good players that I like. So I'm an LSU fan.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the
Like that's
difference.
basically what you're gonna base it off of, huh?
That's the difference with me as a fan of any other sport, like professional sports and stuff. Cause like I'm a Knicks fan when it comes to basketball. I might watch other players and stuff, have different favorite players and stuff, but they might not necessarily play for the team that I like. Or like with
Hmm.
Pittsburgh, I'm a Steelers fan, but I'm nowhere near Pittsburgh. But I like their organization right now.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna pick your college team.
That's just
Like you're
hard
gonna
with so
like
many
the
teams, though.
organization, huh?
That's just hard with so many teams.
Yeah.
I feel like
Take a
that's
Or
while to
like I
be a
said,
true college fan.
yeah, it takes a while to be a true college fan.
I
Like
guess
I
that
said, somebody like they gon' huh?
I guess that's why cause I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I ain't too big to
Yeah.
all
So
that.
who your favorite player in the NFL, True?
In the NFL,
Yeah.
right now I like Pickens, our wide receiver.
Where'd he come from?
I can look it up and tell you. Hold on.
So you don't know where he came from.
Nah, cause I like the organization, so I'm a pull for any player that's standing out um, for our team. Just like I was
Like
like,
this is a way that you can pick a college football team. You can see where your favorite from, and you go do research on that player and see, okay, they went to this college. All right, so football season, or like college football season is about to come to an end. They ain't playing no more regular season games. You could kick the game, and then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I like the way they play. Coach seemed like he pretty cool. Uh,
he went to the University of
I
Georgia.
like this. He went to where?
Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay, Georgia's the number one team right now.
Yeah,
The Bulldogs.
Yeah, Georgia's the number one team right now.
and usually
So
they
you could
stand
watch
out.
a Georgia game when they play.
But I can't pick a college team based off of my NFL team though, or my favorite
You
player in
can't.
the
I'm just
NFL.
saying. This is one of the ways that you can pick an NFL team. I mean, a college team,
Yeah,
because you could have watched the Georgia LSU game today, and you could have been watching Georgia,
yeah.
and
Hello.
then you're
Oh,
gonna start watching more of the LSU team. Like you're gonna start watching more of the LSU games when they play, and that could be your team.
yeah. I don't know. Like you said, I don't feel like that's a true fan. If I'm gonna be wishy
I feel
washy
like
about it.
right now, unless you got time devoted to like actually look up highlights and stats and like Reggie was saying, coaching and what you like about the university, maybe then you're not gonna really be a true NFL fan unless you started out being. I mean, not an NFL college football fan unless you started out at a young age already doing
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, or unless you just happen to go to a game and you like the crowd and like you feel like
True.
that they doing some good stuff. Like you could probably go. You could have went to the game tonight in Charlotte, the ACC championship game. You could have knew nothing about either team, and you could have seen how all the Clemson fans over there doing this, and how all the Tar Heel fans over here doing this, and then you get to the game and you might be like, you like the chance that they say you might a player that stands out, and naturally you're gonna go to that team.
Cause like I was liking Lamar Jackson when he was a prospect for the Steelers,
Yeah.
and he went to what, Louisville, right?
Hmm.
So like I could be invested in Louisville, and then when professionals come around, then George Pickens pops out, and then it's like, okay, now I gotta start watching Georgia, but I gotta make sure I watch this Louisville game today too, because it's just
It ain't gonna be like that.
that sound like
But
Tylenol, boy.
the more that you watch that team, the more that you're gonna like them, the more that you're gonna get closer to them.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't. That's a lot of time invested.
Hmm.
Like, cause I know I know people that okay, so maybe they play linebacker in high school.
Hmm.
Okay, they play linebacker in high school. A lot of people say that Penn State is the linebacker university. So they say that Penn State produced the best linebackers, like they got the best linebacker coach, and they get more linebackers into the NFL. So they gonna like Penn State just because of they feel like that it's the linebacker university, like I said. So
That's the
that's gonna
thing.
attract them to that team.
That's the thing, because you had the twins that went to Penn State. What's their names that played? One went to Steelers, and one went somewhere else. What's their names?
The Griffin twins,
No. What's their names for NFL?
the other one play for the he played for the Patriots.
Maybe, I think. What's they
McCarthy or something like that.
No, hold on. Let me look it up. No, me. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you here in a second.
Need to see a picture, huh?
Yeah, I gotta see a picture. Shit, me with college, I gotta see a couple pictures. The Pouncey twins.
David McCarthy.
The Pouncey twins.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they went to Penn State.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me. It's a bunch of research. See, this is already an Advil and a half right here.
man, it's not that bad.
They went to Florida, University of Florida.
See, the Gators, that ain't like a lot of people pull for the Gators. A lot of people could have had a favorite player to play for the Gators. The
But
Gators had a really good team back when Aaron Hernandez played.
when they was in college, their they had to fight to stay on the same team. Like one college wanted one of them, one college wanted the other one. It's like, nah, if I can't go where he go, I ain't going. So they ended up working out a deal where they ended up getting both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, if I get into it where I'm like, okay, I like this, I like this. Like the whole situation with wasn't it Alabama with Tua and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
And see, if I like both of them and was like, well, they can just split the time behind the ball, and then one of them switch and be like, well, I'm going over here so I can get more playing time. Then I'm gonna have to switch her up and then go to another team.
you ain't got.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
go to.
telling you, when you like a team, you're gonna be more invested. Like I like Clemson back when they had. Uh, I mean, when Deshaun Watson was at like, that's also around the time to call it.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I'm gonna end up having to be like, yeah, I like this player. Let me go check this team out and take me an Advil and then leave, and then I'm gonna watch this other game, and then shit. After that, it's gonna be like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm good. I just kicked it with what I see. I'm gonna do the true
See,
thing.
but what really kind of really got me into liking Clemson, maybe, is when I went to the AC Championship game a couple years ago.
Hmm.
Like I liked them, but when I went to the AC Championship, like that's when I started really going heavy on them.
That solidified your decision between Clemson and Maryland.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I never really liked them football.
Oh, I thought you said yeah.
Nah, I didn't really like Maryland football.
Oh, okay.
You
Fool me.
tried it though.
Yeah, he trying to get one off.
You tried.
Hey Wilkes, don't you
But
got
yeah,
some don't you got some Air Monarchs?
The fuck is that?
Them old man grass cutting shoes.
Oh hell no. Hell
I could have
nah.
sworn I seen some parked outside your house one day.
Nah.
And
now we had grass stains on them and everything, didn't
yeah, I said park because them motherfuckers is big.
they?
Yeah, it wasn't mine.
But what's going on with this Air Monarch trend right now? Y'all seen that shit?
Everything
Yeah,
is a trend now.
Hmm?
We in a generation of trends. TikToks and
yeah.
trends.
Reggie,
Shit, kids nowadays they wear some crazy shit, and people at the end of the day they like it.
mm-hmm.
Man, the generation is changed
Completely.
because just in high school, they don't dress how we dressed in high school.
They just green bubble jacket with some black pants and some rainbow shoes.
They don't match. Like
Yeah,
matching is
don't
not even
match.
a thing no more.
That exactly. That's why I was saying that they don't match for nothing.
Mm-mm.
Matching is not a thing no more.
But it's only for look at the celebrities. Shit, they don't dress how we dress.
Yeah.
Nah,
I was thinking the other day, if I ever got famous and had a lot of money, I wouldn't be dressing like all these designer clothes and stuff. Shit, give
Hell
me a good
no.
pair of pants and a good T-shirt. I'm good.
man, listen, I was looking up, I was like messing around with that Balenciaga's website and was just looking at t-shirts and stuff.
Boy, is you crazy?
T-shirts,
Them shit's about
dude.
$400
For the shoelaces.
For the shirt, for a
for a
cotton
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Shoot,
They
they got
just
that
got
damn.
Balenciaga on
Yeah,
it.
they can kill them.
Reggie, your son a little bit older. What he gonna do if you send a picture and be like, you like these? I'm getting you these for Christmas.
His mama done sent
What he say?
my phone on charge. Hold on, let me go get my phone. Me and Miss Elliott respond. Yeah, it was about to respond to everything else, but
That's like
he kind
that.
of got a little bit of it.
That's like that post I sent y'all earlier. Somebody sent a picture of their kids, and they said, "I'm gonna get you these for Christmas. What size you wear?" And they was like, said, "Hey, I just ordered these from y'all for y'all. They'll be at mommy house later this week." And the kid texted back and said, "Wrong chat, Bucko." It said, "Damn, damn, who's in for it?" He said, "Y'all sound ungrateful. You know I work hard for my money." He said, "You need to." he said, "You need to work harder. Sell dope. Make a OnlyFans or something."
Nah, she said, can you wear 8.5 sold out of size 9? He said, yeah. She said, the white one. He said, why though? She said, I was thinking might get you a pair. He didn't need to say.
Hey, they making them ads look good though.
Yeah,
Hey, them things gonna be
that's
Yeah.
cheap.
just like the dirty shoe trend.
The what?
The whole dirty shoes.
What trend is that?
Back then, you be clown for wearing dirty shoes. Shit, the trend now is like there's like shoes out there that's like pre-dirty that people buy that's like around $500.
Mm-hmm. It started with
You
them
ain't
Air
seen the
Force
dirty Air
Ones.
Force One trend?
That's what I'm about to say. It started with them Air Force Ones.
Yep,
Shit, I try to
that's
keep
crazy.
mine. I try to keep mine a little, crispy, little white, get the
Back,
scuffs off of them and shit. But shit, I be seeing some people with some Air Force Ones now. And they be having them
shit.
things tighter than
Back then,
cornrows,
you
boy.
want them crispy. Now it's just like they jumping the mother for fun.
Heck yeah, they do. Greases and everything
Shoe
be in
dirty
them.
and everything.
Hey, Brooks, I ain't never seen so much lace
Man,
come out on a bow of an Air Force Ones I seen the other week. Somebody had some of them things was tight and so them shoelaces was tied so tight. Damn, say I thought it was cutting their circulation. I thought what is them compression shoes? They make compression shoes now. Them damn
Oh,
bunny ears, and them damn Air Force Ones was so damn long. I was
sagging
like,
on the
how the
ground.
hell? How the hell you tie them so tight? Shit,
People nowadays weird.
they different, boy.
you got to do a whole
And like,
process taking them shoes off
it's
at
more my
nighttime.
style too.
You
Like
gotta loosen them
you see
shits
a
all the
lot of
way up to
kids.
the damn Air Force One emblem on the bottom. You gotta loosen them shits all the way up to take them off.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it.
But what I
So
was
what,
saying, you
Reg?
see it. You see a lot of kids dressed like me now. In basketball shorts, Crocs, and a t-shirt.
Hey, that's good for us though. When my kids get older, what you
Yeah,
want for
it's good
Christmas?
for me.
What you want for Christmas? Shit, just give me some basketball shorts and white t-shirts and dirty ass Air Force Ones.
I got some even clothes.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't want them. Them got too much wear on them. Too much wear. Yeah, just go to Goodwill. I think I seen something at Goodwill the other day. They was buy one get three free.
Hey, listen, they different. Boy, the shorts is a little higher, pants a little tighter. I
Hmm.
didn't even do it.
But I just wear my shorts regular. We was on Thanksgiving up at my dad's house, and damn, I had my shorts on. My brother was like, "I can't wear no pants, no shorts that high." I was like, "What you mean high? I just got them pulled up where
That's
they supposed to be on
Petito.
my waist. What you talking about? What you want me to wear some damn some
Soldier
extra
boys.
large capris?"
Longs and Jones is right there at my knee. I'm straight.
Yeah, they be at my knee when I'm standing up, but when I sit down, boy, they be up in my thighs, boy.
That's what Reggie talking about. When he sat down, they got to be his knees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reggie
it's
want.
like they gotta be like I go a little bit above the knee, but once they start getting into my thighs and stuff, can't even do it.
Mm-mm.
Can't even do it.
Reggie want them things in his calf when he's standing up.
Now I don't like them that high because I can't move when they're that high.
I'm talking about low. They be at your calves when you
I
standing
meant
up.
when they that. Well, I meant like high off my ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You walk around looking like you do construction on the side.
Nah, I don't like them like that no more.
But yeah, them Air Monarchs, boy, they be advertising them good. It's like the advertise. What y'all think about the advertising on Balenciaga? What happened with that Balenciaga shit, Wills? I know you probably know.
I think it was something along the lines of something with how they portray the kid. I don't know exactly. That's one thing I had looked up, but it had something to do with like a bad image on kids. So I can look it up.
Hey, so the breaking news just came through. It said Colorado names former Jackson State coach Deion Sanders as its next head football coach.
Yep.
Hey, hey, is it Colorado State?
It just say it
I
just
thought it
say
was.
Colorado. Let me look. I'm pretty sure it was probably Colorado State though, because they one of the bigger teams, right? Colorado State one of the bigger teams though.
I think so. But what I was gonna say is my boy Coach Fairclough. Shout out to Coach Fairclough.
Dang, we lost you, brother.
He was my head coach. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said Coach Fairclough, the head coach of Central.
Yeah.
He used to coach at Colorado State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the Colorado Buffaloes. Ain't that Colorado State?
Nah, I don't think so.
Colorado.
It'll say Colorado.
It just say Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, Colorado or Colorado University. They in the Pac-12.
No, I think that's just regular Colorado, brother.
Hmm.
I think that's just regular Colorado.
Yeah, probably just Colorado. It's the emblem is a buffalo with a CU on it.
Yeah, I think that's just regular Colorado.
But he got a lot of work to do. They went 11 or 1-11 this year.
Yeah. Now, if he can turn that organization around, he's a hell of a coach.
I mean, he already a hell of a coach. You see what he did with Jackson
Yeah, I'm
State?
just saying.
But yeah, breaking news. Head coach Deion Sanders. But it made me wonder though, like, is Jackson State gonna have like the same accolades and behind them as they did when Deion was there? Cause didn't they got like a new locker room and all of that, didn't
Yeah, he put money. He invested a lot of money in there.
they?
I
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna have less attention now.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's true. Cause he what was I about to say? How much was the contract he signed? Did it say?
No.
Or what the new one?
Yeah, it was something with a 3. If I ain't mistaken, it was either 30 million or 3 million, or maybe it was for 3 years or something. Let me see what
With
this.
Colorado?
Yeah, they probably ain't gonna put his pay in the article, but I'm pretty sure it was like 30 million or 3
Colorado
million.
offered Deion It said Colorado offered Deion Sanders more than $5 million annually.
Five
And they
million a
said it just
year.
says more than, yeah, 5 million a year.
So it might be 15 million because I think the contract might have been for 3 years. That sound about right.
And it says with incentives he could see, and it says see annual increase by roughly with incentives that could see the annual pay increase go up to about 40%.
But that come along with like
So
getting
shut
to the
up.
playoffs and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that too, probably right.
Hmm.
But yeah. But what happened with the Balenciaga thing? What happened with it?
From what I looked up, it was two images of a kid. One of them was holding a regular teddy bear, and the other image, she was just dressed in Balenciaga clothes. And the other one, hold on, I got it on my computer. I turned it around. And the other one, she was holding a like an image of like a bear. It was like a gothic bear, but it was dressed in what they call BDSM.
Like
I
that
guess like
dominatrix
those,
stuff.
yeah. Let me turn my camera on. I don't know if you can see it.
Nah.
That's the image that's controversial.
Oh yeah.
How the bear is dressed, and they said something about they had a. That's the first image I looked playing, and they're talking about how like that bear is not appropriate for a little kid to be having something to do with. And basically, what they were saying is they some kind of child pornography scandal that's come up about now. So I don't know. It's a whole bunch of bullshit about virtual child porn, is what it says on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's where these big name companies and stuff messed up trying to put these advertisements and stuff out. Like, when do you ever see, other than these magazines and stuff like that, like advertisements for like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and
You don't see that
Balenciaga and
shit.
stuff? Like, you really don't see it. It's kind of like you ain't never seen a commercial for a Chinese restaurant.
Hell no.
Like what?
Or a
Like
trash truck company.
right. But it's like I think that's where they messed up, like trying to implement these ads and stuff. Like, who is behind all of this stuff? Like, their marketing team and like the designers for
Hmm.
these commercials and stuff.
Well,
Like, somebody need to be investigated.
yeah, with Balenciaga, the owner has. Hmm. I don't know. It's crazy.
I think they need to look into everybody. Like, y'all had to okay it for it to come out.
Yep, it had to be okay by multiple people.
Exactly.
But my thing is these
That's just like we
kids.
said about.
But that's like my thing with these kids. These putting these kids in these advertisements and stuff like that. Like, who, like, you gotta, sometimes you gotta damn put the blame on the parents and stuff too. Like, you signed off for your kid to be in these advertisements and stuff.
Mhm.
At some point in time, you gotta figure out where the line is at. Like, the same thing with like these child stars and stuff like this, making your kids famous and putting them in movies and stuff like that. Like, what was that movie back in the day? The Exorcist.
That movie did what?
The Exorcist. Cause that girl was young as hell.
Say it again.
The Exorcist. Remember that movie,
Oh
the
yeah,
old,
yeah,
the
yeah.
original one? And like that little girl, I
Mm-hmm.
think what she was like 9, 10, 11, or 12 or something like that, and she was like, uh, it was just vulgar. That's all I can say. It was vulgar.
Well, that's just like that girl that played that girl that played Living in Stranger Things. Like I seen she was on an interview and she was talking about when she was at the Hawks game one day about like how she suffers like real bad anxiety. And it's easy to know like her story of how she like suffers it really bad, but she played that role in Stranger Things. And I mean she's been in other movies now, but that shit crazy. It really takes a toll on young people that's been in the movie industry.
If y'all was getting y'all's kids in the movie industry or advertising industry and stuff like that, where's the line at? Where you draw your line at?
What you mean?
Like what they can be in and what movies they can be in, what advertisements they can be in and stuff like that. Where do you be like, oh no, this is too much. You can't do this.
I mean, anything suitable for their age. So, I mean, if my kid is like 1 to 10, I mean, obviously PG or G rated stuff, children
Yep.
appropriate.
But even
But,
then though,
if they
like,
13,
go ahead.
I'm gonna say if they 13 or older, that's when things start. Well, let's just say 16 or older. That's when things start getting a little edgy. I feel like, at least how I think. But I don't know. You
What you
gotta
mean
draw
by
a
edgy?
line. I mean, showing skin. I mean, what if you in like a,
Like
a
a soft porn
clothing
or something
a
like
clo- Hell no, boy. What you talking about? I'm talking like a clothing store, like an Old Navy summer
Oh,
edition
okay, okay.
clothing line or some shit. And they might want your daughter to wear a bikini. Like,
Oh
do you
yeah,
feel
nah, hell no,
comfortable with her having that on worldwide?
hell no.
Like, you gotta cut the line off at certain shit like that, especially how people crazy nowadays. There's some real predators out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know.
But I mean, even within, you still
I
got
don't know. At
like,
the same time, I want my kid to be a kid too.
yeah. But even within, you still got like certain stuff that can still like traumatize you as a kid. Like even if they're a kid and they're in like Disney shows and stuff like that. Like look how Orlando Brown turned out.
Yeah,
Orlando Brown just hit some bad dope.
But when did
yeah.
he get
I think he
exposed to
got
that?
roofied too many times.
When did he get exposed to that?
Shit in the music
Yeah.
industry
I mean,
in Hollywood.
it's just like that.
Well, yeah, in Hollywood.
It's just like that girl Jeanette McCarthy that was in iCarly. Her best friend in the show. She was talking about in her book that they offered her like wine and wanted her to dress in like bikinis and stuff like that and take pictures and stuff in
Nah.
bikinis and stuff like.
Yeah. Tell your parents. You must not
Yep.
have.
Because I
See,
feel
but
like this, when you as a parent and you putting your kids and stuff like this, you got to get a real good lawyer because they can once you
mhm.
sign that contract, they can really push you into anything. Regardless if you say, well, my
Yep.
kid can only do this, and all right, well, we'll only let him do this and this and that and blah blah blah. For now,
Hmm.
go ahead and sign the contract. All right. Then they sign the contract and it end up being some stuff where they in there, they having kissing scenes and alluding to underage sex and stuff. Like, look at the Euphoria show.
Yep. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. And then shit, the parent come up and say, shit, we ain't doing this. Shit, you broke this contract. We ain't paying you.
Cause I mean,
Yeah.
in that Euphoria show, there's so many damn dinglings and tallywhackers in there. How that shit get
And
paid?
drugs and fucking getting fucked up. Like, damn. You gotta think how many kids watch that shit. Like, what age kids watch it?
I know a lot of young
Probably a
kids
lot.
watch this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but
Man, I know they probably watched that in middle school.
yeah, but do they need to be
Yeah.
seeing? Do they need to be seeing little boys' dicks and shit like that in middle school?
Nah, hell no. My son ain't watching
But it's some kids that do watch it.
it. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's some middle schools that do watch it.
I know it is because a lot of their parents let them do whatever the hell they want to.
Mm-hmm. All that
But
streaming
see, if
stuff
my
you
kid
get.
is in the industry, like I would be right there every time he gonna do something.
You think you're gonna be there every time
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
till they tell you, all right, sir, you're gonna have to step off set for a little bit.
Well, come on, he coming with me. If I go,
I
he
feel like
go.
they I feel like they cast these people for these roles, so you should know ahead of time like what you getting yourself into. I don't
Yeah,
feel like there's ever been a dark situation where they're like, "All right, you about to do this without running it past you first."
Mm.
shit.
You sign that
R.
contract,
Kelly was getting them.
yeah, and they parents was letting them too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Hell no, he ain't going to stay over Robert House. All right, we can go to where we need to go tomorrow. I can take you. We both can go.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. Drop you off, boy. Is you crazy?
Hell no,
I feel like
ain't no dropping off.
I don't know. I just feel like at a certain age, if my kid wanted to do stuff like that, or if I was interested in doing stuff like that, you really couldn't do it until you like 16, 15, 14, 16. I say 14, be exact, 14. But at that age, with how the industry and stuff is, they getting kids that's in there younger than that. Your kid probably might not have a chance to become famous or to be in a big time movie and stuff once he at that age.
Yeah. Childhood. Yeah. That's it. I feel like growing up for us, there was a lot of childhood
Stars.
movie stars. Yeah. But I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot that was childhood movie stars that ain't doing shit now.
Yeah, probably because their parents was in the right mind and was like, "Nah, we not doing this."
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Cause you got to think of like there was Macaulay Culkin, there was
Mm-hmm. And look at him.
yeah.
Crazy.
What's the other girl name that was in Parent Trap? Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
Hmm. Like her, Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, and she switched it up to
She
music and
wild
stuff.
too.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like all these child stars and stuff that came up when we is like they wild, but they're wild because we view them as a kid all the time. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
true.
they at some point they gotta grow up and
Yeah, that's true.
start doing bigger roles and stuff like that. Like what was I about to say? Anyway, but yeah, just like bigger roles and stuff like that. I think we view them as kids, even though they're an adult. You know, at some point in time we gotta be like, all right, well, he's a grown adult now. We can start looking at him in a different light, but we don't.
Yeah.
Cause I was reading something the other day. The girl that played in Matilda,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
she got like maybe 2,000 followers on Instagram. But Matilda
For
was
real?
one. Yeah, but Matilda was one of the biggest shows. Was one of the biggest shows on, or one of the biggest movies back in the day.
Shit, my daughter watched that today, matter of fact.
For real.
Hey, yeah.
Let me see what her name was. It was
Well,
something.
shit. Matilda Ziegler.
What was her name? The original. I ain't looking at the musical.
Oh yeah, that's what that was.
Here we go. 1996. What was her name? What's her real name? Mara Wilson. And I mean, she grown up now, but I think she's a writer and stuff now. She only does like writing, like books, novels, and stuff like that.
Shit, I guess she ain't relevant.
Yeah, but why? Because um she kind of restricted herself to not be put in that light. Cause she played in Miss Doubtfire too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
She's only 2 years older than us.
Oh, you said she was. Oh, the movie came out in '96.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yes, it is.
she's only
Yeah, I
two
don't
years
know.
older than us. I think right now, her Instagram. Let me go to her Instagram. She's only got. Oh, she's got more than what I thought. She got 196,000 followers on
But
Instagram.
even if that's the case, you can't really think of anything outside of what you named. Oh, Miss Doubtfire and Matilda, what she was recently in that was known. I
Yeah,
mean, outside of that, we'd have to look up something on Google about her.
Yeah.
yeah, like Wikipedia or something. But like, I think on Wikipedia, yeah, as far as movies, she only did like 7 movies, and she was in like 5 TV shows.
Yeah. I
She,
wonder if that's because she. I feel like a lot of times people hire you or people put you in these roles based on your personality. You think that happened because she just ain't got the personality for these roles, or
I don't
why
think
did it?
that, but because you got to look
Why
at
you
it,
think it drew the line?
you got to look at it like this. Because I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's probably a lot of movies that had a child star that she could have played a role in.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, I think of a better one. What about what's her name that played on Full House?
The
Uh.
Olsen twins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fucked up now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They fucked up, and they played in a bunch of them.
I think it's one more than the other. I think it's
Shit, they
Mary
both look
Kate. I
terrible.
think it's Mary Kate
Yeah, they
Olsen
both.
that was more along the lines, but I don't think Ashley Olsen. I don't really think you hear anything about her.
Nah, I don't think so. I think when they say they just say the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think of both of them.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Mary Kate looked horrible. She looked like she could have played in The Exorcist. But I mean, it's a lot as far as like the end. It just shows how, I ain't gonna say exposed the industry is, but there's a lot, probably a lot of secrets that the industry holds when
Yeah,
it comes to like child
Oh
stars and
hell
stuff
yeah!
like that.
Shit, you'd be surprised.
hmm I was talking to a guy at work the other day. I was like, my sons, they going to a technical college to learn like trades like
exactly.
HVAC and electricians and plumbers and stuff like that. Because I don't think that industry is ever gonna die out or go automated like with AIs and stuff like that.
Nah.
Hmm.
So I mean, even if they
But
don't
shit.
wanna, even if they don't wanna pursue in that career, I want them to have that type of background. That way, if their career doesn't, their dreams don't go the right way, they have something to fall back on.
Yep, that's what I told my son. I'm like, if you don't get a scholarship in sports, then you might well get ready to go to trade school.
Yeah, I just feel
You
like
gotta look at it. I
everybody.
feel like with kids, well, basically, obviously, like we done brought up, the generations and shit is changing, and jobs like what you just mentioned, trip like plumber and HVAC, them jobs is kind of frowned upon, and people just look at them like, ugh, so that's what they is, or something like that. But now them jobs is booming.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
them
yeah.
jobs is making almost 100K or more.
more than that. I when I
Yeah.
was working for a car dealership, we went and delivered a Cadillac Escalade. It was like $130,000 Escalade. We went and delivered to the guy's house, and he has his own HVA
Hmm.
company. But he does stuff for like these big I think it's like the racing teams and stuff like that, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and stuff like that. Because a lot of those like car companies and stuff, they have to have certain. Well, everybody's got to have HVAC regardless, but a lot of those car companies and stuff, they have to have like well ventilated
Hmm.
buildings, and they gotta be tempered to the right thing or to mess the vehicle up and stuff like that. But once you get one big contract, it ain't gonna do nothing but spread by word of mouth. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
such and such did my service. Oh, let me get you his number and shit.
Hmm.
That's when you start really booming. He had a big ass house too, big old
Man,
house.
listen. I know people that I know they probably millionaires, and they got a tree service,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a nice little pad, nice cars, all that. All the nice shit that you think of, they started that shit by having a tree service. And I also know a guy that started. He's a millionaire, and he started his own. He sells like rollbacks,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
rollback
I
trucks.
mean,
Yeah,
machinery
if
and
you
stuff.
really think about it, any trade, depending on what you put into it, anything can be successful.
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
Mechanics.
Yep.
yeah,
I mean,
yep,
because you always gonna need your car fixed. You can't just take it to a place and run it through a machine and the machine fix it.
exactly,
Hell no.
Somebody gotta put hands on that car.
exactly. It's just
Contractors.
all. It's a lot of it got to do with the work that you do,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and the people that you know.
Yep. But that's the thing.
Because if
Like,
you go do good work for this person, then they're gonna tell this person, then they're gonna tell this person.
yeah. And that's the
That's
thing.
how stuff travels.
That's the thing. Like I said with these trades and stuff. Like I said with mechanics and stuff like that. Like you just gotta know stuff like that. It's like that's why I wanna. I mean, just sitting back and talking about it now and thinking about it now, it's just gonna make it better for us when our kids like our generation was messed up. I ain't gonna say everybody in our generation was messed up, but like as far as like with our culture with the black community, when we were coming up, everybody wanted to be a rapper. Everybody wanted to do this and that, and you know. But it was through that transition to technology when everything was booming. It was like, oh well, we can make a quick buck on this, or we can try to make this, and we can put out a mixtape, and it might jump off and this. But a lot of that time was a waste of time. If we'd have put that
Yeah.
time in learning a trade or something like that, we'd be way well
Hmm.
off, way more well off than we are right now.
And plus, like a lot of people was pushing big universities too.
Yeah.
Like you need to go get this big time degree, and then you can make all this money.
Mm-hmm.
And shit,
Yeah,
I
you
know
ain't got to
people
do all
that's
that.
got, yeah, I know people that's got 4 year degrees that ain't even got jobs right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And that's the other side of the sword. Like I said, it might be good to go to a college and a university and stuff like that for the experience and stuff, but at the same time, what are you learning?
Hmm.
Exactly.
Are you just
And I
having
feel like I
a
read
good
this
time or
shit the other
what?
day.
Say
Yep,
what?
I feel like I read this shit the other day, and it said a job can teach anybody how to do it.
Yep.
Shit, it just depends on if you willing to learn the shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's college actually teaching you? The job can't give you hands on experience learning.
Yep.
Yep. Because let me tell you what one of my biggest regrets is. My daddy was telling me for years, you need to go get your CDLs. You need, as soon as you get out of high school, get your CDL. I didn't never go do it.
Yep. And it just take a couple of weeks, really, honestly, to get certified. You go into class, you might be in there for 6 months at the most. You can't take
Hmm.
6 months out of your life to change your whole future. But that was just our generation. We were stubborn.
Yep.
Hmm.
Like I was thinking about that the other day. Think about this, bro. Like when I was wanting to go to barber school and stuff like that. I'm glad that God put it in my life that was like, nah, you ain't gonna do that. You need to go do this. Here's this. Go do this. It just take that opportunity and that insight to not be stubborn, submit to what the universe is giving you or God's giving you and stuff like that, and just go do it instead of what you actually want to do.
Yep.
Because
Hmm.
if I would have went to barber school, think about all the nasty shit that I would have had to come in contact with. People come in there ain't take care of their hair,
Yep.
got fucking dandruff
Ringworm.
and shit, ringworm and
People ain't
fucking
washing their hair.
right. You got people coming in there with lice and stuff. Somebody got an afro and you go to do the first cut and you see bugs crawling around in their hair.
Hell
Get
no.
the fuck out of my chair. What the fuck are you
Hell
thinking?
no, boy. Exactly.
Yeah.
That shit would have been disgusting and I would have been pissed off.
Yeah. Angry.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
The fuck up out of my chair. What the hell are you thinking about? You about to be looking fucked up today because I'm not putting my clippers back in your head.
I am not cutting your hair.
Hell no. Right.
But yeah, so just a word to the wise. Go get a trade.
But that's what I
I
was
mean,
telling Wilkes today with CDLs and stuff. Like I can go anywhere now and get
yeah.
120, $100,000, $120,000 a year on
Yep.
any kind of company driving a truck.
Yep.
But with my age, I ain't about to start over nowhere. I'm about to be where I'm at. If I want to do something else, I'm gonna find something else within the company, whether it's marketing or sales or graphic design or something like that in the company. I was talking to the dude
Right.
that was testing me for my CDLs and stuff, and talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, Coke." He's like, "Coke's a good company." He was like, "You got so much stuff in here that you can do, as far as like going and being in HR or going in marketing or graphic design or somebody to handle like the music for our commercials or advertising and stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of shit you can do within the company."
Hmm.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people chase money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all money ain't good money.
And see shit. Cause sometimes they'll put your ass through it to get that bread.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah.
Shit. I feel like now. And at one point I was chasing the bread, but shit, that's when a lot of times mental health come into play too.
Yeah. But I can't blame it on that neither, though, because I mean, when you're in a situation and you down bad, hell, what you want to do? You gotta go find the money.
Got
Hell
you that
yeah.
bag.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you got people out here that's working from home or working part time and stuff, and their mental health is a lot better than they was working a full time job, and your mental health is
Mm-hmm.
way more valuable than trying to go get some money.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Like my job it ain't stressful, but it's tiring sometimes. Like shit, I was tired this week. I ain't even gonna lie, I was tired. But I got two boys I gotta take care of.
Exactly. Exactly.
They say girls is more expensive than boys, and I get it, but shit, I want my kids to have everything that they want, everything that I didn't ever have, plus some more. I need some more.
Mm-hmm.
What, what they say, Rich? I need some more and some more and some more and some more and some more.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that. Cause I don't know. When you have kids, it's like you go from trying to get money for yourself to get money for somebody else. You got other people to take
Mm-hmm.
care of, and it's way more important.
Got other people counting on you.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you're not just them counting on you. You a role model to them, so
Mm-hmm.
you want to
Yep.
start them off on the right foot.
Yep. And that go with anything. Like my son, like he very picky eater, but he's at the point where now he want to try stuff and try different foods and stuff like that. Which I'm gonna let him try it, but you ain't gonna know until you try it if you like it or not. But his first thing is
Exactly.
like, "You want this? Nah, I don't want that. That's nasty. I don't like that." What you mean? You ain't even never had it before. But that's just the thing with parenting. You gotta let the kids be a kid, but when they ready to take that step, you gotta be there to help them along through the way, regardless of what the situation is. If it's trying new foods or trying to watch different cartoons or watching shows that you grew up on, or even when you get to a point where they old enough where they want to find a job or get a job that they like.
Hmm.
At the same time, you gotta support them, but you gotta give them that game too. And I feel like with us, we got a lot of more game. We got a lot more game and information than our parents did at this age,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and that's the advantage. I think that's the advantage we got.
Yep.
we are at the age where we in multiple eras. Our
Yeah,
parents, they were in multiple eras, but not eras of technology.
Nah.
yeah, because technology came along quick, bro. Like just think
Yeah,
about when we was in elementary school, there wasn't no such thing as laptops, internet.
there was computers.
There was
Yeah,
computers.
yeah, but there wasn't no internet. We had dial
Hell
up.
no.
We had dial up internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have we didn't have stuff at our fingertips where we could just look something up. If we wanted to know something, you got
Oh
to go to the
yeah,
library and get a book and read about it.
get an encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we had cell phones, but they wasn't cell phones.
Not in elementary school.
Yeah, they had it back then in elementary school. They had when we was in elementary school, they had the bag phone.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's what they were.
My son can pull out my tablet, his tablet, put in the passcode, unlock it, go to whatever he
Yeah.
want to watch on his tablet. We didn't. We
Yep.
wasn't. I wasn't doing that at 4 years old.
Hell no.
Hell no,
Ain't
we was
no
playing on
way.
blocks or some shit.
Yeah, but the downside of that is they kind of make kids a little lazy now too.
It don't. It make them lazy as far as physical, but they mental
Yeah, that's what
is
I'm saying.
way ahead, and that's as long as you got your mental, you can motivate laziness. You
Not
can.
necessarily,
You can
I'll be right
motivate
back.
if you want
because
something. You gotta get up and go do it.
now it's to the point to where it's like, that's too hard. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but what happens when you get stuck and you be like, well, you can't do it unless you do this. All right, well, I'll take this little bit of time and do this. Oh, I got another step. And then you see the rewards of what you got for being not lazy. And you be like, well, what can I do? What would happen if I did this or did that or was interested in this or interested in that? What if I did a little bit more research into this? I feel like that reward that comes with your research nowadays with like looking stuff up will make you more motivated to do something.
Yeah, to a certain extent. It just depends on. I guess it really depends on the individual.
Yeah, but that comes with you as a parent though, like, cause like you said, we role models. So
Hmm.
if our kids see us doing something or getting up and going to do something, you'd be like, my daddy do this. My daddy is a hard worker. Maybe I should, implement some of those characteristics into my life, and maybe I can get some more out of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
my son, 4 years old and can count to past 100.
He went.
My son, 4 years old and can count past 100.
Oh, okay.
Like, and he count
Yeah, that's something special right there.
and can count to 30 in Spanish.
He
four.
ain't playing no games, is he?
Nah, I mean it's more it's other kids that like Spanish kids and stuff that can do that and stuff. But him being a biracial American kid and can count to past 100 in English and count to over 30 or 40 or 50 in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. You what? I'm gonna tell you what impacts some kids. I ain't gonna say all kids, but it impacts some kids.
Yeah,
Their peers.
yeah, that's what we was talking about
If they see,
last week.
yeah, if they see that this kid can't do it or something like that, or okay, say they see a kid that's getting done with his work fast. The kid's like, yeah, I'm fast, I'm this, I'm that, but in reality, he's making 30s and 40s on the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So now your kid is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna beat him. So now he's straight guessing, and he gonna start messing up on his test.
Yeah, but I feel like discouragement and stuff with them not being able to do it is gonna make I ain't like you said it ain't for all kids, but for some kids, that discouragement of failure is gonna make them go harder so they don't fail again.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that.
I mean,
I guess you can say that.
it
But like
ain't
I
for
said,
all
kids are
kids.
easily influenced.
Yeah, we know that they definitely easily influenced, but some influence is good depending on what type of influence it is. Cause there's good
Yeah,
influence and there's bad influence. If your kid can be a good influence to somebody, that's a good thing. But if they picking up bad influences from other people, that's something that you gotta guide as a parent and be like, I understand where you coming from. I understand where you getting this from. But I'm gonna tell you, I done been through this. I know where it's going to. I know what it's leading to. And all I can do is tell you. But that's a bad influence. You don't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like I said, that takes good parenting and good sense out of your kid. Because if you can, I tell you this though, Reggie, like if you can see that your kid picks up bad influences from other people, you can you that that puts out a light in your head. Be like, okay, my son is easily influencing people. I got to make sure that I out influence him other than these bad influences that other people are putting in his head.
yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
makes you change up your parenting a little bit.
Right.
Hmm. Or you can be like, okay, you gonna act like his kid. I guess this is just me being an ass. I guess this right here is gonna go to be. Oh, you gonna act like him? Okay, I know his parents. I know how they are. So now I'm gonna start treating like how their parents treat them. And then they gonna start eating some stuff today. They gotta start fixing their own food. They gotta start babysitting their younger siblings. I'm gonna start cussing their ass out. And they gonna be like, "Why you change? Why you change?" Nah, you want? I know how this kid is getting treated. So now we treat you the same way. You want to keep acting like him,
hmm
and then they gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I don't like that. So I ain't gonna act like that no more."
Or not even the fact that you know their parents. You just know the type of people that they are.
Yeah, same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't be liking that shit. But I tend to use reverse psychology a lot.
Yeah, you just gotta know how your kid is. Like, okay, if is he
Yeah,
gonna take heed to this, or they gonna take heed to that? Oh, so you influence. Okay, well let me show you what. Let me show you what this will get you. Let me show you what that'll get you.
yeah. Mm.
You just gotta.
Or
You just gotta
sometimes you
learn
just
how to
gotta
be
keep it real with
effective.
them.
Yeah, that's true too.
A lot of kids don't really like for you to keep it all with man with them.
Well, kids don't always get what they like.
Yeah.
They don't like it when you keep it a buck with them.
Mm-mm.
And then some give you the upper hand, be like, I told you. I told you. And if you anything like me, you're gonna be talking shit.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes with my kid, it might not be for every kid and stuff, but I feel like sometimes when I'm an asshole or something, my kid might end up being scared bringing situations to me. Cause then Daddy gonna tell me this. Daddy gonna say, Daddy just going out. He gonna be mean to me.
Yeah,
So sometimes I just gotta check myself.
yeah. I get that, and that's probably some of the case. That's probably some of the case in my situation. But see, if you don't want me to tell you like it is, I'll be no dick about it. Figure it out, fix it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be. You definitely gotta be a realist with your kids and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Tell them the real stuff, but to a certain extent, you gotta be like, look, son. Let me tell you something. I done been where you at. I done been through what you've been through. I know it's hard for you to believe, but this ain't gonna do nothing but lead you down the wrong path. And then you just gotta show them an example of somebody that did the same thing that they did, and it led them down the wrong path. And see where this person at? Yeah, well I ain't like that person. Yeah, you not like that person now, but you're easily influenced. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them they easily
Yeah,
influenced. If you
yeah,
if your kid is easily influenced by other people, you gotta tell them, look, son, you a pushover. You a pushover and you easily influenced. So all this stuff that you hearing from other people, you doing it just because you doing it just because they in your brain more than you are. They ain't easily influenced as you are. But
yeah,
you too easily influenced. You gotta keep it a real. You gotta keep it real with them that way. That way they realize themselves, and just the same way we check ourselves, they gotta check themselves too,
yep.
and they'll realize it. You just gotta show them a couple examples and be like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, that is kind of stupid, Daddy." I try to tell you, Daddy. I try to tell you, stupid. I try to tell you,
see, that's
dumbass.
when that's when I start talking shit. Like I tried to tell you, little dummy. Now I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about a little bit now.
Yeah.
Hmm. But I think, well, in that I wouldn't necessarily say it to that extent. I would probably say it in more of a vulgar way.
Yeah. Well, that's just how he is. I mean, hell, just like you ain't gonna change. You gotta realize that your kids getting the same things your kids pick up the same tendencies you is. So how you are is how they gonna be. So
Yeah,
it's gonna get to a certain point. You being an asshole, they gonna start being an asshole back to you. See, Daddy, I told you, dumbass. I told you I was right.
yeah, but you gotta check me like that though.
Yeah.
Like this is how you gotta talk to me.
Yep. But yeah, that's about all I got, man. Shout out to Deion Sanders, uh,
Yeah,
the new coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. I hope people take it easy on him. Don't say you a sellout. Don't call him a coon.
they gonna call him every night. You can't make everybody happy.
You can't make everybody
Exactly.
happy, and everybody got to realize that he doing this for him, just like you
Yep.
should be doing your shit for you.
Everybody mind their own business. You're gonna be in a lot better place with them.
That's a fact.
Hmm.
But it's fucking freezing out here. Let me get off this podcast. Y'all make
It
sure y'all
is
check
cold.
us out. Follow us everywhere, and we ain't probably. What's next week? We might be back next week. We might be back the week after that before Christmas. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Tapped in.
Yes, sir.
Keep pushing. Keep God first. Remember, don't ride the wave. Be the wave. This
Yes,
is Bush.
sir.